Hi everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Theme Park Depot, and on this channel, we talk about all things theme park. Today we will be discussing the Zambezi Zinger at Worlds of Fun, Kansas City. Let's get started. The original Zambezi Zinger was opened in 1973 with Worlds of Fun and was an opening day attraction, one of 3 coasters including a kiddie coaster, and one of the 16 overall rides that day. The original Zinger was made out of metal and was placed in the African-themed area of the park. This ride experienced often breakdowns and required extensive maintenance. Despite this, the ride stayed in the park for 23 years, from 1973 all the way to 1997. Runtime, maintenance irrelevance, and snakes falling on people caused the ride to close. The theme of the OG Zinger is that you have been taken to Zambezi, which is a river in Zambia, a country in Africa. The river starts in Zambia and flows all the way to the Indian Ocean, making its way through countless countries along the way. We are here to go into the deepest jungles to hunt down the beast called the Zinger. The Zinger is a mythical beast similar to Bigfoot, often sighted near the Zambezi River, gaining the name Zambezi Zinger. The guests board the toboggan-style train and go through the dips and turns of the jungle to go find the Zambezi Zinger with the African Adventure Tours, a small-time tour company. The new Zinger follows pretty much the same storyline, except that to explain the large gap of no tours when the ride was closed, that the lack of sightings brought the tour company down. But now the sightings have increased, and the next generation of tour guides are ready to hunt down the Zambezi Zinger once again. Another slight change is that instead of the toboggan style, you are seated in infinity flyer seats, which are a first of their kind in all of the coaster world. There are very few changes made between the original and new Zambezi Zinger. The 2 major changes, however, are in the physical ride itself. The original Zambezi Zinger had a metal frame and track, while the new ride is a combination of wood and metal, making it a hybrid. The second major change is the seating and safety restraints. The original ride had a toboggan-style seating and no restraints of any kind, which you can see in this photo where the workers are sitting on top. While the new ride, however, has infinity flyer seats with heavy lap bars to secure riders. There are also a few minor changes that I find noteworthy. Both versions of this ride have a tunnel aspect to them. The difference is in the new one, it's made of wood, and in the old one, it was made of concrete. And I think the difference in this is made not only to make it look more futuristic, but also the old one's snakes used to fall on people in the tunnel because of the vegetation growing and just the dark, them not knowing they were in there. Another minor change is these animals. I only find these noteworthy because in the past, on another ride called the Safari, they were used. This ride was very short-lived, but the cause of this was most likely people were leaving the ride vehicle mid-ride, and as you can see here, these animals have actually been used multiple times. As most people who are into theme park history know, a lot of times when they remake a ride or attraction in any theme park, the creators like to add some nostalgic elements to the queue line or a sign somewhere in the park. For the Zambezi Zinger, they did an exceptional job with this. The first thing I would like to call attention to is the sign for the ride itself. It is almost identical to the original. As you can see in this comparison, they are like spot on. The next callback is in the queue line, which is this hat, shirt, and suitcase, which the hat and shirt are actually part of or a remake of part of a worker uniform from opening day all the way back in 73. Further in the queue, there's a sign which has pictures from the original line and the new line and compares them. Then the sign also calls attention to a little slab of concrete that you can see from the queue line, which is actually part of the original queue line. And then in the other part of the park, down in the Grand Pavilion in the new Tivoli Music Hall building, there is a tribute to the 50-year anniversary for the park. For callbacks to the original Zinger, first, when you come back in on the left, you have another comparison of the two rides. Then on display, they have both a wheel from the original ride and a wheel from the new ride. Behind that, they have on display name tags from past staff, and there are a couple nameplates from Zambezi Zinger workers, which I personally found really cool because they all have their name on them and you can see who worked at multiple rides, and I did have the opportunity to go in and take pictures of these. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you are interested in more theme park content, consider liking and subscribing to my channel down below. And if there's a certain theme park related topic you would like to see in the future, make sure to comment it down below. If you like this, consider watching my History of World's Fun video. Bye!